ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the series. Hope everyone's doing well today. We are jumping back into our attempt of 500 days in Interloper. Obviously, this is season 4 of Interloper here on the channel. Been a few days since the last episode. I've just been crazy busy with work, guys. I just honestly haven't had a ton of time to sit down and record anything, so getting a chance to this afternoon though, so looking forward to diving back in. I think, and we've kind of talked about this in the last couple episodes, this bedroll thing I think is really going to kind of come to a head. I think we need to get out and see if we can't find one. And so I think I want to head to Mountain Town. I think that's where I'm going to go and see. Hopefully we can find one there. I think we've looked just about everywhere there is to look here in Mystery Lake. So let's go ahead and check out what it's like outside. I have been outside. I actually need to warm up. I kind of just fired it up and took a look around and to see what was going on.
I think my stomach
it has
eating
been
itself.
A few days. So let's go ahead and let's drop 2 gallons and keep the rest. How heavy are we? We're at 67 of 77. We're good. Okay. Yeah. So let's head outside. We need to eat. Gosh, we really need to plan this a little bit more. I was kind of thinking, like, what would be the best route for us to, go to Mountain Town? I think, man, that's a tough call. Honestly, guys, it's a tough call, and I'll tell you why, but let's head out. Essentially, like, if we go through the cave system to get there, I think we have to climb some ropes and things, which I would like to avoid doing if at all possible, just because I don't think that it's not the easiest route. I think the best way to do it would be to go through, well, I'm thinking. It's been a while since I've made this trip, I think. I'm going to go ahead and eat. And then it's okay if we stand outside for a little bit, because that's just going to help us cabin fever, and then we can go back inside. But let's see. What are the ways we can go? I'm trying to recall all of them. We can go through the cave system, which is just by trappers. But I know that there's at least one rope climb. And the problem is like, I don't want to get halfway and then have to figure it out from there. You know what I mean? Like, because I can't stop. Right, once we get this trip going, I need a spot to sleep. I can't just quit and wait somewhere. So it's going to be problematic. Let's go ahead and just like fill our belly here. And we're getting pretty low on meat anyway. Let's check our cattails. Drop that. We got enough cattails to get us by for at least a couple days. So was that water done? No, not quite. Okay. So it's cold. Let's get over there, and then let me just kind of look at it and see if I can recall. There's the route through. Gosh, I cannot remember how to get there. There's the route that brings you in by the climbing area in Mountain Town. Let's check for the bear so I don't walk right into him. Not seeing him anywhere. I think we're good. Oh, he's way over there. Okay. Yeah, so there's the route that gets you by the climbing area. There's the route that brings you in by the basin. And then there's a route that brings you in above Mountain Town. And I'm trying to remember where that passes through. And I'm having a complete block. Crazy enough. Guess we haven't been to Mountain Town recently enough. So we'll check out this route. I'm pretty sure the route through the cave is the route that brings you in through the climbing area, which I'd really like to avoid. So I think there's at least 2 ropes we'd have to climb, but let's just see and see what we can find out. If anything, we can stop by trappers here and keep thinking about it a little bit more. Yeah, guys, I've got travel for work, so I haven't really been home to even really play anything, unfortunately, and I wanted to get episodes out and get back to it. I just, haven't been here to do that. So Got some time this afternoon and today. I'm going to try and crush a couple episodes, maybe 2 or 3, and get the next couple weeks sorted out, just because I also have some more travel coming up. And that way we've got something, you know, each week to kind of to get out. What's going on? I think this is just the dead guy over here. We still never did find, we shot a deer and a wolf, and we never found it, so I would think that it's probably, yeah, it's just a dead guy. I would think it's probably despawned by now, but who knows? I hear that, and I'm just like hopeful that we're gonna find it, but it's probably a lost cause at this point.
My fingers feel numb.
Yeah, so there also was, I know it's a little interesting, I don't know if interesting is the right word, but so the Long Dark Hinterland, I don't know if they utilize the Unity engine I mean, this is obviously the only title that they've published to this point, but you know, I know that they've talked about working on some other projects, and what that looks like, or you know, how far along they are in that process, who knows, but Unity recently, I think it was within the last couple of days, I actually saw the headline for it while I was sitting on an airplane, and I didn't really think much about it until I remembered that the Long Dark actually utilizes Unity's engine. Has changed the way that they're going to charge developers, or are introducing a new fee system, basically. And if you haven't heard about this, you know, I would encourage you to go read about it. You're going to kind of get the summary of it from me, but basically the Unity software, who obviously owns Unity Engine, produced Unity Engine, is going to start charging developers each time that a user downloads the game that runs on the engine. So, and it's really interesting because it sounds like as well that, from what I was reading, that Unity hasn't really been really clear, and it almost sounds as if that they are going to charge the developer. So Unity would charge Hinterland every time someone installs the Long Dark, period. And that is not like a first time. So it's not like, okay, I purchased it, I've installed it on my computer, okay, you know, Unity, here's your cut. It's every time. So if I were to download it, install it on my computer, delete it, install it again, you know, I'm done with it for a month or two, delete it, install it again, they're going to charge Hinterland, and really any developer that uses Unity, every single time that happens. And so that's crazy, right? Like, what? You know, why, you know, why? It's, you know, Hinterland, if you own the game and you uninstall and reinstall, Hinterland's not getting any more money from that. So why should they be forced to fork over more money to the engine software creator? It's just crazy. It's, you know, it could potentially sink smaller studios. You know, I don't necessarily know, like, you know, and that's like what the articles and things said, is it could be catastrophic to smaller studios. I don't necessarily, like, do we consider Hinterland a small studio? I mean, in the grand scheme of things, yes. You know, they're smaller in scale compared to, like, relatively other studios, but, like, are they small enough that they won't be able to handle that? And I don't know. I hope everything works out for Hinterland just fine. Obviously, I love this game. I've played, you know, thousands of hours of this game. Want to continue to see Hinterland thrive, and you know, I'm looking forward to future projects. By the way, I can for some reason just like see in here. I don't know what it'll look like on the recording, but I can see like perfectly where I'm going right now. So, yeah, we'll get through this cave. But yeah, I don't know. It's just really, really interesting that Unity software would take that approach and think that they're gonna, so to speak, get away with it. I mean, in some cases, like, they're going to get away with it because, I mean, I'm not a software developer,
so crazy right
not
now.
a game developer. I would assume that, you know, Hinterland can't just like pick up the Long Dark and move it to another engine, right? Like, it's been what, you know, 10 years in the making, 10 years in the making. You know, they can't just backtrack all of that. Let's drink some water here before we step out. So I don't know. Yeah, I would encourage you guys to go look at that. I don't know that there's, as consumers, anything we can really do other than just continue to support Hinterland. Alright, so I wish we were a little more rested. I don't have any stems or anything either. That makes me a little nervous because, like, I almost want to be able to stem my way up one of these ropes if we get stuck. We're warm enough, so we've got some time. It's really interesting. I won't say too much more about it, but, you know, it just... How does a company make that decision, and, like, what do they not realize that the long-term repercussions are probably going to be that nobody uses their software anymore, right? If you're a small developer and you know that you're going to have to just keep forking over money every time someone uninstalls and reinstalls your game, then, like, why would I spend my time developing software on your platform? And then there was also just, like, the mention of, you know, like, a lot of times right now we kind of, like, live in a society where if, you know, somebody doesn't like a game, or, you know, a developer's done something to anger, you know, a portion, even just a portion of the consumer base or fan base, there's things like review brigading where, right, you know, people will just bomb reviews for a product and just, you know, just basically trash it through reviews and stuff. The idea was that consumers could start to do that to smaller studios and basically destroy the studio, right? Because they could almost infinitely uninstall and reinstall this game and rack up this large bill essentially for the studio, and you know, just create huge financial headaches for the studio. So I don't know. I just obviously hope the best for Hinterland coming out of this thing. Okay, anyway, that's the last I'll say about it. So so this is what I was afraid of. We got to get down this one rope, and we got to get up the next one. But the problem is that if we get down there and can't get up the next one, we're stuck. We have no way to sleep. I'm checking this. We need, what? 5 cloth. We need 1 more cloth. Am I carrying anything that I could potentially harvest? Not really. I don't know if I want to try it. I don't know if I want to risk it. Should we YOLO it? I'm really thinking about it. I know there's at least one cave down there, but the problem is we don't have any way to sleep. Let's go for it. We could at least probably get back up the rope on this side if we needed to. Plus, we're going to save some energy by going down this way. Be really helpful if I had the crampons at this point, but I don't. Wiggle our way down. I noticed, all right, I said I was done talking about it, but I'm just going to mention it again here really quick. I noticed, so there was a new dev diary yesterday also. I read it. It didn't really say too much to me other than, like, you know, working on things. I didn't really see dates or anything to, like, get ready for. But there wasn't any mention of this change by Unity, and that could be, you know, maybe they had already written and, you know, done the editing for, and they were ready to push that dev diary out. you know, before that was announced. There's wolves down here too, I believe. I need to be careful. Do I have any bandages? Yeah, I do. I need to fix that. But it used to be when you booted up the Long Dark, and it could have been gone for a while, and I'm just now noticing it because of this. But it used to be that there was like a screen that showed the Unity logo, and it's not there. It wasn't there. Like that was like one of the things I checked as I fired up the game today, and it could have been gone for a while, like I said. But I don't know. Interesting times. That's the last thing I'll say. You guys are used to that, me saying that by now, but climbing area is still needs that way, but isn't the rope up here somewhere? I've also been really torn on what to do, because you guys know that I'm kind of working on making the transition to PC. And so I've started the Starfield series. If you haven't seen that yet, definitely recommend you go check it out. I'm having a ton of fun with that game. I'm gonna hopefully have a ton of fun with that series. But I would really like to... Where's the cave? I need to not burn too much juice down here. I'd really like to move the Long Dark recordings and episodes and things over to PC as well. But we're in the middle of this series, and I can't very well do that. You know, and it's just like, man, do we cut our loss and start over? Here's the cave. And, you know, just officially rip the Band-Aid and move over, but I don't want to do that. And so it's like, every time I toggle between recording for the Long Dark, or like if I want to make some Starfield content, or really content on anything else, you know, I'm going to do it on PC, and I have to kind of like switch my studio settings and things each time, and it's just an arduous process, so it is what it is. But I'm like really looking forward to getting everything focused over on the PC side. Alright, obviously there wasn't a bedroll in there. That's really the only reason I wanted to check that out. Just in case, some small chance that there's one there. You know, that we didn't miss it. So this rope might actually be pretty short, so we might be okay. I just didn't want to get down here and get stuck, because that would be the end of us. But I think we'll be able to get up this one. Fingers crossed, right? Anyway. I think it's fairly short. I guess, where is it? Did we pass it? No, it's over there. Okay. But the dev diary yesterday, I did, you know, did say they were planning essentially to have episode 5 of Wintermute and Tales from the Far Territory all wrapped up in 2024. So, which means there's a lot of stuff to come, you know, in the next few months. So it's, you know, the middle of September right now. We're gonna make this. This is gonna be super close, guys. This getting over the hump here is this run. If we don't make it up this rope, we're done, because we can't get up the other side. We can't sleep unless I tore cloth out of my clothing. I guess that would be our only option. I'd have to tear up my hat so I'd have enough to make a snow shelter so we could sleep. I think we're gonna make it, just barely. Okay. I was saying something before I started to panic. I don't remember what it was. Oh, a lot of content to come in the next year or so, right? Because they're gonna wrap all that up. I mean, that's gonna be pretty aggressive. And I guess I do remember now that I think the next region is coming in part 4 of Tales. So we might dive back into some Tales of the Far Territory series. We might just fire that series back up and go check out the new region when it drops. Okay. We made it. We made it. Right away, no bedroll here. is it? It's getting pretty late.
Someone's stash.
You have to spend the time to do this and know that you're probably not going to find anything. Book. Do we sleep in here tonight? Or do we try to get into town? Probably just sleep here. It's pretty late. We need to get some sort of food in the next few days. Like if I could get a deer. How many arrows did I bring? Okay, we got plenty of arrows. I guess we could get down to the gas station. Sleep there. Is there a bed in the gas station? I can never remember. And do we have a pry bar? We do. I'm definitely excited to start making some series over on PC though for this game. And there's some other stuff I want to do. I think we might officially like run Green Hell and just do a story playthrough of that for the channel. I did, you know, I kind of played with it in the past on the channel, and I like the game. It's, I mean, if I'm choosing between this, The Long Dark, and that, I'm definitely choosing The Long Dark. It's not like my favorite game in the world, but I enjoyed it. I played through the story, but we may just, you know, do it again on the channel just to kind of have it out there and maybe bring in some more viewers, that type of thing. All right, let's get in here. Cross our fingers for a bedroll. Oh, right there. Boom. All right. I feel 10 times better now. That, I think, pretty much secures a future for us. We can travel easier, all of that kind of fun stuff. So, probably some water in here. And now, I mean, we can search the rest of Mountain Town and, you know, find hopefully some more interesting useful items. Oh, there is a bed in here. I couldn't remember for sure.
I'd lay down right here if I thought I'd ever wake up again.
My audio's a little off. I don't know how it's going to be in the recording. I'm just noticing it. There's a little bit of a lag, which I've worked to fix. I've known it's been a problem, but I've worked to fix it, and it was fixed before the episode, and it seems to have broken down somewhere in the middle here, but we'll deal with it for the rest of the
We can always use more food.
Fix it. Alright, so we found some food. There's probably a few more places to check out there. It's gonna drive me nuts. It's like I'm walking and the footsteps are like a half second behind. Yeah, beef jerky. At least we'll have, I mean, we can eat that stuff tonight.
I'll be hungry later.
Peaches. Okay, what else? Oh, we never grabbed the bedroll. We need to go do that before I forget it. Alright, perfect. And then, yeah, it's late enough. I think let's just go to bed. We'll sleep in here, and we can work on searching the rest of the town, maybe in the morning. Pass a little bit of time here. I think we're okay to not eat tonight. I think we got stuff in our belly still, so let's just drink some water. See where that gets us. Okay, Okay, so we're on day 34.
I could eat anything.
Probably should have ate something before I went back to sleep, but that was too much condition. Yeah, barely any. And I, until we get like food secure in the region, I don't want to just eat for the sake of eating, you know?
Where can I find something to eat?
Yeah, those are oats. I'm not used to seeing that still. Man, I missed some stuff last night. Okay, so let's come out and head for town, I think, and go see what we can find in some of the rest of the houses and things. Yeah, it's funny, I got this new PC, and honestly, I have barely touched the PlayStation since. It's really just been for the channel, and honestly, I think that's it. It's just kind of crazy to me. I mean, I've had PCs in the past, but for the most part, I've always been console gamer, and I'm having a blast. Part of that is Starfield, right? Been playing a ton of that. And a couple other games. Not really stuff I do on the channel, but stuff I'm having a good time with.
Can't feel my hands.
A deer down there, it's dead. Could at least get a meal or two out of it, probably just one. You know what I was gonna do and I never did was get the ptarmigan feathers for the base layer. We still need to do that, but we should be able to do that here pretty easy, I hope. Except I don't know, I'm sure it's been a while since I've been to the region just overall. I'm sure there's ptarmigans here somewhere. You know, I didn't check what kind of shape that bedroll is in. Let's see, it is 62%. Not bad, not great. Okay, let's warm up for a second. And then let's head on to the next. Yeah, that deer right there, I'd like to have a meat, just to secure one meal at least, but I'm not going to do it in this weather. Should be some cattails through here too. I don't see any right now. There's some right here, actually. Let's grab them. We still had some, but we might as well grab them, just since, you know, we don't have our stockpile of moose meat right now. You know, one thing I need to check when I know I didn't do, except I'll probably find here pretty easily, is I didn't bring a pot to make any water. You guys know that that's like, it's just a mental block for me to remember to bring a pot. But we should be okay. I imagine that there's probably one in Grandmother's, if not there, down in the farmhouse. So we should be fine. We should be able to find one.
I'm so cold. Warming up again.
Man, the big thing though is that bedroll. That's a huge win. We don't have to wonder anymore. That is a new spot for one though, because I don't think I've ever seen one there before. Which I know they said was kind of the idea. I wonder if there's new loot tables out. Has like the community done that already? I bet they have. people are resilient and motivated, but they probably have that out like almost immediately. I bet to some extent too, I bet you could just get it from the code. I don't know. Figure out spawn points for things. I'm sure there's some logic in there somewhere. Where to next? Let's go to Grandmother's and maybe see if we can't set anything down. Take a load off. Plus there's a lot to search in here. Drop these for now. Probably drop my tools too, just while we kind of explore the area. I probably don't need to carry the lantern. Gunpowder. Stuff that I don't have to carry right now. Not that we're super heavy, but anything can help. Especially as we're looting and we pick more things up. We got some salt. Got here. Carrot, potato. There's our pot that I was talking about. I knew we'd probably find one pretty easily here. This is tomato soup. Flour. Maybe we'll try cooking. I've still never cooked like a proper meal in the game. Maybe we'll look to make some pancakes or something. So we don't have any syrup. How does that work? Guess you can just eat the dry pancakes. I would think. I don't know. The cooking is just like one of those things that it wasn't here for so long that like, you know, you're kind of set in your ways. And it's hard to get motivated to change. Plus I think like with the ingredients being finite, like I'm just not super motivated to do it. You know, like that carrot and that potato, once they're gone, they're gone. So I just, you know, I can't get into the mindset of cooking it. Okay. We did find a pan though, so we could. Get some of this cloth and kind of build up our stash again. I need more bandages because I think I used my last one down in the bottom over there. More matches because we were getting pretty low, except that's the second box we found actually. I didn't really think about it the first time. Another sewing kit. That's not it, sorry. Just like two more rooms up here we need to search, and I was calling it done. Let's see, how much was that? About a half gallon, that's actually quite a bit. Flare gun. Thing in here. Not really. Might as well do this.
Never would have thought to look here.
We'll take that and make cloth out of it. Another sewing kit. Okay, that should be it for Grandmother's. I think we searched everything downstairs, right? Just double check. Yep. Yep. And we did the kitchen pretty thoroughly, I know. Okay. Do we want to... Let's go ahead and drop the flare gun. I don't have any flares, so... Don't see a huge need to carry it. Takes 30 minutes. Oh, no, that's to repair it. Takes 10 minutes. Okay. I was like, it takes longer to harvest a shirt than it does the blinds. I was looking at it wrong. All right, let's go check maybe another couple buildings or two. We still have plenty of time left in the day. Swing back and hit this little shed. Judging by the amount of wires and fuses I've found, I'd say there's a tower here, yeah. Just like throwing those at me right now. Everywhere I look, I haven't seen a fuse. Ton of cloth and stuff here.
I better find some water.
A hoodie? Is that better than... Was I already carrying an extra hoodie? I was. Interesting. I didn't realize that. We're gonna have more water here in a minute than we know what to do with. All these toilets in town. That is it for this one. Nope.
Thank goodness. There's got to be something useful in here.
Search freezer, even though the
Thank
freezer's
goodness.
open. I've never seen that before. Where like the door's already open. Didn't find anything, but
Drop something.
I've never seen it before regardless. Okay. Where to next? Let's go check these cars. Actually, since we're right here, let's just jump into this one.
Where's the good stuff?
Another pot. And there's looks like some oil. Oh, where's that broth? No, it's oil. Okay. Broth is in a jar. Yeah, I don't know about the audio. It may be fine for you guys when you are watching this. It's just a little wonky for me right now. And I'm dealing with it, but it's hard to say for sure. Just glad we found the bedroll. That's all I gotta say about this about this day. I feel 10 times more confident. And matches. Matches and the bedroll were the two things that I was starting to get a little worried about. And we had some matches, but I think we were down to like 3 or 4. Which, you know, we'd have been able to live with for a little while, but not very long. Alright, I think we're done in here.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
And I mean, we had we had the mag glass, but I hate to just like be 100% reliant on that, because you have to really think ahead. Like, you know, you can't wait until you need water to try and make it, because you are relying on the sunshine. And if you don't get a sunny day in a couple days, you might be in real trouble. Nada. find in here. I don't know that I've ever really found much of anything of consequence in here. It's kind of like, I don't know. I don't want to say wasted space, but maybe I'll change that. Maybe I'll try and live in here or something on Stalker. I don't know. Nothing in here. Check the trash can. Let's go check the credit union here. I wish we'd grab some spray paint so I could mark the doors and stuff. Are you guys hearing that? I'm gonna have to play this back. I'm getting really weird audio.
I think I can use this.
It legit kind of sounded like a plane flying over. Am I crazy? Alright, this is... It'll change a little bit once I edit, but this is about minute, maybe we'll call it 42:30. I want to check what the time on that was. Or what the deal with that was. I don't know, maybe just some kind of weird glitch or bug or something, but man, I've got a lot of audio there for a second. I guess it's possible that it was in real life too, but I wear pretty thick headphones while I'm playing, so I don't know. Maybe it's just this building? I don't know. Yeah, we'll have to check that out. We're finding all kinds of like little odds and ends, like the granola bar there and stuff like that. But nothing really super impactful, which you don't really expect to, I guess, on Interloper. I really don't want to do the save right now. Hit these. I'm gonna do it last. Did all that, right? Alright, well, I tell you what, guys. I really don't want to do the safe right now. We're about at stopping time for an episode anyway, so I say let's go ahead and just wrap this one up, and we'll do the safe. We'll do the safe first thing next time. I just don't want to mess with it. So, as usual, do appreciate y'all tuning in, checking out the episode today. If you enjoyed today's episode, be sure to hit the like button for me. If you have not subscribed to the channel yet, I would invite you to go ahead and do that as well. And then, of course, guys, any comments you have for me, throw those into the comments section below. And, yeah, guys, that's it for me in this one. I'll catch y'all next time. Thanks.